Hello everybody, my name is Justin and welcome to the Carolina Hurricanes owner mode in NHL 17. I have a strictly GMO series. If you're interested in that, please hit the top link in the description and go check it out. So we are here on the free agency side of things, and I want to remind people of our team before I explain why I want to sign certain people. So this is taking a look at what our team is going to look like next year. I don't think we'll be contenders next year, but that's all good. The problem is we got to sort through this. So for centers, also you have Stahl and Rask. That's going to be our 1-2 punch. I know Stahl is not really a first liner, but we have to use him there for now. Left wingers, we have Skinner, Teravainen, Nordstrom, Giuseppe. There's our 4 right there. We drafted Comtois in the last video. Here we have these 2, plus Nestrasil. So we definitely need a right winger for the NHL and some centers. Now I said that it wouldn't be the worst thing if we signed a top 6 player for the NHL this year and maybe replace oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Whatever. So who's it gonna be is the question. We have enough playmakers. I would like a sniper, but there is none. So I think Brad Marchand added to this team would not be a bad idea. He wants 2 years. We have plenty of money. We'll give him a 2-year, $8 million contract. I know it's a lot, but we have $27 million in cap space. So then I was like, does it make sense to sign Brent Burns? I went to my contracts and I was like, you know, we have to weigh the benefits and we have to weigh the non-benefits of signing Brent Burns. So you look at our defensive core. It consists of Justin Falk, Noah Hannafin, and Pesci. So either way, we have to sign defensemen. But it doesn't make sense to sign Brent Burns. So I looked at it this way. The good things, Brent Burns is an elite defenseman, very versatile. You know, he would add a lot of veteran leadership to this defensive core. The bad thing is he's right-handed just like Falk, so they really wouldn't play together. He's 32 and he wants a 6-year contract. So I overall just said I don't think it makes much sense. On the other hand, Kovalchuk wants too much money, so I don't think we should sign him. I really considered it. We can maybe do him with Stahl and Rask, and then we could do hopefully Marchand with, or not Rask, with Stahl and Skinner, and then we could do Marchand with Teravainen and our freaking second line center Rask. But he's gonna drop in overall. I'm almost certain he's a top 6, not elite anymore. That just doesn't make sense. Carl Alsner, however, makes sense. He doesn't want 6 years. He's not nearly as old. Wants a 3-year contract. Veteran leadership. That's good. So then, third line center is something we need. We need third and fourth line centers. We want unrestricted free agents. So we're stuck with Bonino as an option, but he wants too much money. So I was looking, is there a left or right winger who can take face-offs? I looked at this guy, Semin, saw that he could not take face-offs. I looked at Yuri Tsalusi and saw he cannot take face-offs. So we don't have a third line center. There's none available. Even looking at these guys, none of these guys are really. Cody Hodgson would be the closest to a third line center here. So I want to sign him. He's going to play third line center unless we have a better option. Now, fourth line center, there's a plethora of guys. You can do Chris Vandevald. We'll get him. We said we needed a right winger. We are signing a bunch of guys. Justin Fontaine. But really one of these two would be better. But they both won 2 years, which is annoying. Yep, Moss. Fontaine, he's a sniper, but he can play fourth line. We'll get him. And then we need some depth at forward too, not just the guys we signed. So I'm looking at guys like Josh Juris. Never mind, he wants a one-way deal. So does he. Guys like David Legwand. We'll get him. So other than that, goalies, I think we decided it doesn't make much sense to sign Bishop. Okay, we're a team we're looking more towards dominance in 3 to 4 years. Maybe 2 to 3. And Bishop's going to be 32, 33 by then. It just doesn't make sense. Defenseman, I want to add one more defenseman. A solid guy who can play in the top 6. It could be a veteran, like Nikita Nikitin. But then again, I don't know if I want a defensive defenseman. So I'm looking at a guy like Andre Mazzaros. 2-year, $2 million deal. I want to be a contender next year. I don't think we're going to be, okay? Let's leave that noted. I don't think we're going to be a contender next year. But I want to try to be, at least. Maybe our team would surprise us. I don't want to go out there with a team I know is awful and isn't going to do anything. I would rather, say, okay, we don't have the best team, but we could potentially do something. Something could happen where we might actually be a good team. And that's the team I'm trying to build, essentially. One of these guys wouldn't be the worst. So we'll see if these guys sign, then I'll skip on to the preseason, show you guys the team. Maybe even simulate a little bit. Who knows? So we'll just simulate to the 5th and see if anyone signs with us. So Spears, awesome. He might not turn in anything. None of those 3 might turn in anything, but Fontaine, Vandeveld, Hodgson, Legwand, Mazzaros, fantastic. The depth guys signed. Now the question is, did the bigger guys sign with us? So Brad Marchand. I don't think the team's going in the direction I want to go. I want to win now, and I don't think this is the team that it takes. More money may change my mind, though. And Carl Alsner actually went to Toronto because he thinks they have a better chance of winning now. That's interesting. So both of our big names did not pan out. That's when we got to hit free agency and be like, okay, maybe we should sign Brent Burns. Maybe we should sign Andre Palat. Maybe we should sign Trevor Daley. That's so rough. I want Marchand. We have a buttload of money. That's pretty much all I'm going to offer him. Burns, I don't think it makes sense. I really don't. That's a signing I don't want to make. He's too old. But I want us to be a pretty good team, so maybe we try and get one of these guys. Maybe we sign a guy like Rob Bortuzzo. Defensive defenseman. Everyone else wants 2 years. Looking at their age. What should I do? Victor Bartley might not be a bad signing. So obviously our defense ain't going to be as good as it would be with Carl Alsner. But we got some young guys who are going to grow, and I think maybe they'll grow just enough to stand up to other teams. I realize if we don't make the playoffs, it's no huge deal. So we do have Brad Marchand. And we have Victor Bartley. Okay, I forgot. I know earlier in the video I said I'm going to go to the preseason and all that stuff. But I changed my mind because I said last episode this was going to be a free agency / moving video. We are going to request right now to move. And if this guy says I'm too cheap, I might just have to quit. And he actually authorized us to relocate to another city. So it's time. Sorry about that, guys. Here we are in the relocation overview thing. Our owner last year said he was too cheap. This year he's like, okay, yeah, we actually do need out of this city. So we're going to take a look at some other options. So interest in your franchise is something we want. Baltimore has a high devoted fan, large market size, and open city. So Baltimore is looking like a good city we could potentially go to. You can pause the video for some of these. But I'm mainly interested in interest in your franchise. That means better negotiation. So we have a medium with devoted fans. So Cincinnati might not be the worst thing. Remember, the bigger the market, you can say that's good, but then we have to build a bigger arena, and that's more money. So we have to think about these things too. Maybe a medium would be better because we're in a small now. High interest, medium, devoted fans. So Cleveland won't be the worst place either. Interest, medium. So here we have also another medium with devoted fans. Hartford. There's a lot of places that we can go. So Las Vegas has no interest in our franchise. That's interesting. Either does Portland. They're like, screw you. We have another medium, but we have hardcore fans in Quebec City. Should we move Carolina to Canada, to Quebec City? Hardcore fans, medium market size, high interest in our franchise. Salt Lake City don't want us. Either does San Diego. And either does Seattle. So, if you ask me, I think we should go between Quebec City, Hartford, Cleveland, Cincinnati. I believe they're all. Oh, and then we have Baltimore. So do we want the hardcore fans with medium, or do we want the devoted fans with large? I don't want to make this decision by myself, guys. Please comment right now. Where should we relocate to, and what should our name be, potentially? Doesn't mean I'll go with that name, but give us some options. Where you would like to see Carolina move to. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm not going to simulate any. But I do appreciate everyone watching. Our owner's not happy with us, but we have to negotiate some relocation stuff. So I'll see you in the next episode. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.